All right, Karen, so there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's LinkedIn, there's Facebook, there's podcasts, and there's YouTube. Do you want to know why I'm going to recommend that you build a YouTube channel?
I do.
That's what we're talking about. There's a huge reason. There's actually two advantages of why I recommend you build a YouTube channel to get you far better results. I'm not saying eliminate the others. We're going to talk about why YouTube and how it stands out above the rest.
Okay, so why do you recommend YouTube channel? I'm very big on Instagram, and now Instagram having IGTV.
Mm-hmm.
Why YouTube versus IGTV?
Yeah. So first of all, I'll say that if there's a platform that you like Instagram, keep doing what you're doing there. There's no reason to stop it, especially if you like a place. I'll just use Twitter as an example because you don't use Twitter, right? I don't use Twitter. It wouldn't make sense for me just to start doing something that I don't like but since you already like Instagram, definitely I'd say keep doing it. The huge advantage to YouTube that I'm going to recommend is twofold. One, the search engine, and two, because of the partner program. So I can explain both of those, but it's not to say that there's not a place for Instagram video or IGTV. Each platform has a formula. So if you follow a formula on Instagram, it will lead to a specific result. And if you follow the formula on Facebook, it can lead to a specific result. So really it's knowing what results can I get or do I want to get, and what's the best platform to get me those results. So for me, I work with a lot of influencers, people that want to build a tribe, build a following. They want to build relationships, and they eventually want to get that following to a point where people want to buy from them. People want to basically say, hey, I love what you teach on YouTube, or I love what you offer. Or do you have any programs? What can I buy from you? And I propose that YouTube is the best place for doing that, to really position yourself as an expert where people then want to hire you for your services or your programs. It's not to say that Instagram or IGTV can't become that main place in the future, but it's definitely not there yet.
So you mentioned the YouTube because of the search engine. Can you talk a little bit more about it?
You're more of an Instagram user than me. I do like Instagram, but I don't use it a lot. Do they have a good search engine? Can you search and find posts that way, or do you use that functionality?
There's a search, not as specific as YouTube, I think, but there is a search link that you can just search place something you see the post, or hashtags.
Hashtags
use a lot of hashtags. But what is the difference between that search engine versus YouTube?
When for somebody who has an expertise, let's say we're making a video on, what are the best ingredients for a green smoothie. The place that people go is either Google or YouTube, and the search engines there work fantastic. You're going to find what you're searching for. Let me compare it to Facebook because I'm really familiar with Facebook. I'm on Facebook daily. Whenever there's a post or even a video, somebody made a video on the best ingredients for a green smoothie. Even if I'd already seen this video, it's really hard for me to go back and find it. If I watched it a month ago, am I going to use the search engine? I probably couldn't find it that way. Am I going to go back through my history? Or if somebody else posted it, am I going to go to their profile and dig through their post history? It's really challenging. It's really irritating to find it. But on YouTube, their search engine is amazing. I can really find anything that I'm looking for. Even if you were to say, there was this hilarious video, there was this pig, it went skydiving. I type in pig skydiving and I'm going to find the video that you're talking about. The search engine is just great. But if I went to Instagram or Facebook, type in pig skydiving, I don't know, I might have to type in the right hashtag on Instagram and I might find it. But if a lot of people are using that same hashtag, so it's the search engine is huge. It really works to the advantage of influencers, because there are thousands of questions that people are asking about wellness, about relationships, about nutrition. And all you have to do is make videos that answer those questions, and YouTube brings those people to you. And I actually,
That's awesome.
I'll share how I discovered this, because I first created this strategy for Google, because Google's this amazing search engine, right? But I found that it's so much better on YouTube, and here's how I found this. So I had a web design company and an SEO service where we'd get their pages to rank on the top in front of Google. How I would do that is I'd create a video that answered a how-to question. We'd put that YouTube video on the web page, we'd transcribe it and put all that text below, make it look nice, like a blog. We'd create infographics around that topic, put it on there. We'd do article marketing and link back to this page, other types of link building. A lot of work, and this page would rank on Google for that question. And then I discovered that the video itself over on YouTube was getting 50 times more traffic and views than this whole page that we created that was ranking on the top of Google. And I just realized 50 times, that's crazy. Why don't I just eliminate all this extra work that I'm doing and only create these how-to videos on YouTube? And so that's what I did. And that was going back 6-7 years ago where I first made that discovery. And it's just, it's only gotten better and better as the YouTube algorithm and even the Google algorithms have gotten better at finding the things that people are searching for. This strategy's just become more and more helpful and valuable. Anytime there's an algorithm change, we never drop because we're creating content that people are searching for. So our search results just get stronger and stronger. So that's kind of a big rant or tangent about the benefit of the YouTube search engine, but that is huge.
That's a big one. So what's the other benefit with YouTube?
So YouTube has a partner program, and there's a huge benefit to the partner program that most people overlook. What the partner program is you get to share the revenue that YouTube makes from advertisers. That's how you're a partner with YouTube. So let's say I'm an advertiser, I pay YouTube to put my ad in front of videos, and you put a video on YouTube that my ad's shown next to. So I pay YouTube will give you 55% of that revenue because the ads were showing next to your videos. That's pretty cool. You can be lucrative. I mean, just the other day, YouTube sent me a payment to my bank account. It was $10,500. Okay, but it's taken me 4.5 years, 4 3/4 years to get to that level. You've got to be getting millions of views to make thousands of dollars. There's a much bigger benefit to the partner program than the actual share of ad revenue. Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay,
please.
too bad.
Tell me.
So here's the benefit. If you make a video
Okay.
that makes YouTube money, they will promote that video for you. So I had a video that has got over 5 million views. It did not get 5 million views because it went viral. It got 5 million views because YouTube promoted it. It started out gradual. YouTube paired ads with it and noticed that it was a good match. The ad videos and this video went well together. It encouraged advertisers to pay more money, and so YouTube was making money. So they then showed that video to more and more audiences to the tunes of millions of views. And not only did we not have to pay for that promotion, YouTube paid me, right? They gave me that 55%, which over the last year has amounted to about $150,000 just for that one video. That video has resulted in thousands of leads for my client to the tune of a couple $1 million in sales revenue. That's huge.
I think it's pretty clear that we have to do YouTube videos.
So being a part of the
huge.
YouTube partner program is huge because I can make a video that will benefit YouTube and YouTube will promote it.
Right.
And I benefit from that in a variety of ways, huge way of being promoted.
So what videos do you do so you grab YouTube's attention to partner up with you?
Yeah, so you can start out just focusing on search. And then over time, YouTube tells you which videos perform better. So the YouTube analytics are so helpful that once you've got momentum on your side, you can just look and find out what are the best performing videos, what videos are making YouTube the most money, and you can just modify your strategy from there and really start to skyrocket your channel. So we've taken a channel from 0 to approaching 500,000 subscribers just creating these videos where we're filming 20 episodes in a day. We just film once a month, maybe once every few weeks, and that's it. And yet, we're making millions of dollars with that channel. So, I will say that I have a friend that is making a 7-figure income just from making 1-minute Facebook videos. Okay, so she's figured out the formula on how to get a specific result. How she monetizes that is not actually on Facebook. She posts these 1-minute cooking recipe videos. You've probably seen a lot, like Tasty is one of her competitors. She'll make these videos, and then people will click on the link to go to her blog to get the recipe. And she's got lots of ads on that blog, and that's how she's making 7 figures in a year. I've got another acquaintance that his main platform is Instagram. He's now on YouTube, but he built his career, he built his success, built his following and reputation off of Instagram as a travel vlogger, travel journalist, he calls himself. And they go around and just experience the world and, snorkel with whales and just do all sorts of adventures. And they figured out the formula that leads to sponsorships and whatnot on Instagram. So I'm not saying that there's not opportunity on other platforms, but I've mastered the formula on YouTube. LinkedIn is a great place for influencers. It's a great place to generate leads. So I do recommend LinkedIn. I think Quora is an up-and-coming platform because people ask a lot of questions there. You can just step in as the expert and answer their question.
What about having 2 different platforms? Having YouTube as your main platform and still doing the Facebook that guides them to the your YouTube channel or Instagram? It's
a great question. I've got 2 different things I want to answer with that. One is you don't want to use one social platform to promote another. You want to use each social platform to promote you and your own website. Does that make sense?
Right.
So if you're on Facebook, yeah, you can occasionally share a YouTube video, but even better, you want to build a Facebook following or your Instagram following. You want to give them the content that they need so you can build a following there and not get them to leave. Because when people are on Instagram, they're there ready to have an Instagram experience, not leave and go to YouTube.
Okay.
If they're going to leave, you'll get penalized for the leave because the algorithm notices that you're sending people away. So if you're going to get that penalty, it might as well go to your website. Like they're going to buy something from you or join your own email list. Same thing with YouTube. On very rare occasion will I say, hey, go check me out on my podcast or go check me out on Facebook. But I regularly say, hey, I've got a free gift for you. You want my keyword research guide? Click the link below. That's on my website. People can join my email list. So the main question you asked is, can you do 2 things? Can you do YouTube and something else? And the answer is absolutely. But I would make sure that the time you put into one platform doesn't take away from implementing all the steps necessary on YouTube. Because there's a process. If you go from A to G, then you'll get this result. And if focusing also on Instagram or focusing also on something else means that you're not able to give the attention you need on one platform, then that's going to hurt. It's, I know how to get a specific result on YouTube. And once you can make sure you've got that system down, I do it all just 1 day a month. You just film 1 day a month, but you've got to follow that strategy. Then go ahead and start doing another one as well.
Better for your health like that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, better for your sanity and
Yeah.
stuff. So as we wrap up this episode, are you curious to know how much YouTubers make?
Yes,
That's what we're going to talk about in the next episode. I'm actually going to pull back the curtains and show you how much money I'm making on YouTube, show you how much money my clients are making. We'll actually show you on the computer screen so you can see it. We'll dive right into that.